Hello everybody. Tonight I'm going to try another experiment, and I hope you can see me. I'm going to try another experiment. I'm going to make a backpacking meal just in one pan, and then I'm going to put it in the dehydrator. So last week or so I made this for myself just with stuff that I had in my freezer, and I thought it would be really nice as a backpacking meal. So I'm going to try it. This is an experiment. If it doesn't work, you'll probably never know because I won't post it. So I've just put just a tiny little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to put this piece of its frozen salmon, and I'm just going to throw that in there for a little bit, and I'm going to crush this garlic. Could probably use a bigger knife, but I'm just going to put it through. Because I'm going to be dehydrating this meal, I'm just going to put it through the garlic crust because I want the pieces to be small. The salmon, I'll cut it up after it's been cooked. So I'm going to put in salmon, or the garlic. I've got one normal size garlic clove and one small one. I really like garlic and it's good for you. So might as well put in lots, right? And who knows, maybe while I'm out backpacking sometime, it will save me from some vampires. So I'm just going to get that out of there. So I've got the salmon in there, and I'm just going to grab a spoon and move the garlic around a little bit. I'm also going to put in these frozen mixed vegetables. This is at the store. It's called Oriental Style Blend of Vegetables. It's got broccoli, red peppers, green beans, I think, and mushroom. So I'm gonna pour in quite a lot of that because you know when you're backpacking, you get really hungry. So I poured in quite a lot of that. So I'm just going to cover the bottom of the pan, and you can see there's red pepper, broccoli, mushroom. I didn't get very much mushroom in there. Green beans. So there's a lot of different vegetables in here. So it'll be very nutritious as well, which you also need when you're out backpacking. Calories, yes, you need calories because calories are energy, but you need nutrients all the time, but especially when you're doing heavy workouts like multi-mile or multi-kilometer backpacking or multi-day backpacking trips, so that your body can properly regenerate itself while you're out there. So I'm going to let this cook for a little bit, let the vegetables come to heat and the salmon, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what type of seasoning and spices I'm going to put in there. Okay, let's have a look, see what this is doing now. Okay, so I'm just going to put that over here. The vegetables are heating up now, and the salmon looks like it's getting soft. It's pretty much completely thawed. So I'm just going to turn it over so that we get the other side. And now for some flavor, I'm going to put in some coconut nectar. Some other brands also call it coconut aminos. This is a substitute for soy sauce for people who can't use soy. I can't eat soy sauce at all, or anything like that. So I guess I need some more. So I use coconut nectar or coconut aminos, depending on which brand is available at the store when I get there. So I've got some of that in there, and it makes kind of a nice sauce. And then I'm also going to throw in some of this no name. It's actually called, here in Canada, we have a store brand called No Name. This is No Name curry powder. So I'm going to throw in some of that. I'm just going to sprinkle it around. This half a tablespoon. And then I'm going to stir it up, and I'm going to let it cook some more, so that all the flavors will marry, as they say, and that so the fish will continue cooking. The vegetables are cooked through, so they're softened, and then once that's done, I'll take this out of the pan, and I'll show you how I will put it in the dehydrator. Again, as I mentioned, this is just an experiment. I have no idea if it's gonna work, but we never know until we do, right? See you in a minute. Oh, I almost forgot what else I wanted to put in it. I also bought these, this is just a piece of the package. I've already tried some of it. Jovial grain-free cassava orzo. I'm also going to cook some of this. It's kind of like a rice, but it's made from cassava flour. Again, because I have celiac disease, I can't eat pasta, and I can't have noodles. And I haven't really tried rice in its whole form. I've had like crackers made from rice, but I haven't tried rice in a long time. But I did try this orzo when I made this recipe a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to also boil some of that and put it in the end result when I dehydrate it. So while we're here, how about I give you a little tour of my kitchen. I had these books just sitting there with the camera set on it. I have very, very, very small worktop. It's a very small kitchen. My refrigerator, cupboards, my stove and oven, and that's just the hallway. And then over here I have all my dirty dishes that I was just been washing up while I cook. I also was baking this afternoon. I'll make that recipe for y'all later. So yeah, I have my very, very small kitchen, and as a cook, as a person who really, really likes to cook, it's difficult in this kitchen, let me tell you. So let me get the orzo on to boil, and then I'll come back and show you the end result before I put it into the dehydrator. See you in a minute. Okay, so I boiled the orzo, and I did do an experiment the other day when I first got it. I tried to just, like if I was out on the back country to rehydrate something, you would normally just put the food in the pot and then put some hot water over it. So I tried that with the orzo a couple of days ago, and that doesn't work. It actually has to be boiled. So I figured I'd just pre-cook it. Anything that I want to make with the orzo, I can just pre-cook it and then dehydrate it. Because I make pretty much all of my own dehydrated meals because with celiac disease and other food allergies and intolerances that I have, I can't eat like Backpacker's Pantry and stuff like that. So I make my own, and which is why I bought the dehydrator. So I'm just stirring in the orzo now. If you don't want to spend the money on cassava flour orzo, it is kind of expensive. You can use just regular rice if you eat rice, or you can use regular orzo if you like, or you can even put in noodles or anything else. I'm also breaking up the fish because we don't want these huge chunks in the dehydrator. So I'm just going to break that up. It's all cooked now. I'm just getting some of the flavors into the orzo, and then I just want all the pieces kind of all together. And hopefully my lens is not steaming up here. So I'm just stirring all of this together. This has all kinds of vitamins and fiber and nutrients and a little bit of fat from in the fish and a little bit of the olive oil, which will dehydrate out. But you can always add some healthy fats while you're out on the trail. You can put in some, carry some olive oil with you or some coconut oil. And I also put a healthy shake of salt when I was boiling the orzo. So salt is very important. When you're out and you're sweating all the time, you need to replenish your electrolytes, and salt is one of those electrolytes, or sodium is one of those electrolytes that you really need to replenish. So this is all cooked now, and I think the fish is all pretty much broken up small. So I'm just going to get a knife and cut up some of the larger pieces of vegetable. A little bit. Okay, so turn that off now. So just these larger pieces of broccoli and stuff I'm going to cut up so that they'll dehydrate better. And not just dehydrate, but also they'll rehydrate better as well when I go to eat it. So what I'm going to do, because we're in lockdown again in Toronto, and I don't think I'll be going out backpacking anytime soon, unfortunately. So I'm just going to put this in the dehydrator tonight, and then I'll try it for dinner tomorrow. I'll just rehydrate it tomorrow after work, and I'll have it for dinner, and then I'll show you how that works or doesn't work. So I have to let this cool before I can put it in the dehydrator, but I'll just plop it out onto here so that it'll cool off faster. And I'll bring you back after it's been dehydrated. So probably tomorrow morning. Ciao. Good morning. So I just took this out of the dehydrator, and this is what it looks like after 10 hours at about 145 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's all dried up, all crumbly. So I'm just going to let that cool off now. It is 6:05 in the a.m. So I'm going to let that cool off, and then I'm going to put it away, and I'm going to have that for supper. So I will see you later. Hi, so here we are again. It is now 5 o'clock on the button in the PM, and it is once again dark outside. So I'm hungry. I was just out for a walk for about an hour. So I'm going to rehydrate the salmon curry stir fry thing that I made last night. So I'm just going to soak it first to rehydrate everything. So I'm just going to cover it with water. And just want to give it a stir to make sure it's covered. So I'm going to cold soak it for a while to rehydrate it, and then I will heat it up after it's been rehydrated some. So that was about 2 cups of water, and so I'm going to let that soak, and then I will bring you back when I start to heat it up. I guess that'll take a while. This smells good. So it's going to be kind of like a soup, but that is good. It's kind of a soup and kind of day anyway. Let's try this out. Just need to heat it through, right? I'm going to set you here. Can you actually see? Yeah. Grab my bowl. It's got lots of vegetables in here. So many vegetables. Let's try this. Spoon. I have two. I only need one. So, it's nice and steamy, so it's all warmed up. It's rehydrated. It looks great. Smells amazing. It's hot. This is good. It is good. Can taste the fish, the salmon, and the curry is really nice, and all the different vegetables are in there. This is really, really good. You should try this. I will post the recipe in the description. Thanks for watching. Yep, it was really good. I came back for seconds. I'm gonna eat that whole thing. Thumbs up.